Hey, how the fuck are you, dickbags? Galactic Criminal here. So obviously, being a DC fan, I've seen these trailers popping up for the new Injustice game. I've seen a whole bunch of them actually. This one, I have not. I'm kind of fucking late to the party on this thing, but a lot of people have been telling me I gotta check this out, a part 1 and part 2 trailer. Some people are saying this is how Batman vs. Superman should have been, or part of it was at least. So that, and the fact that these trailers end up being pretty fucking badass, I'm gonna check out both part 1 and 2. Here's part 1, with a 1, 2... I'm excited.
In my years fighting crime, I've learned one truth. That every villain is the hero of his own story.
Like the Joker!
You're better than this, Clark.
That's the problem with fighting for truth and justice. The battle never ends.
When does it stop?
When there's no more crime.
Is there gonna be a story?
War with these animals.
A real story?
I won't hurt you unless I have to.
Hope isn't enough to save the world.
None of us
Sweet.
wanted this.
You're either with me or against me. We both knew it'd come to this.
It was only a matter of time.
I'll try to make it painless.
Oh, no way. Dark side. Now that was pretty fucking badass. The armor and everything's so cool. Looks like there's some kind of storyline to go along with this. It surprises me, but it doesn't. Anyway, let's check out Part 2 and see what else they got with a 1, 2.
Superman's behind bars. He couldn't see his good intentions were leading him down a path of tyranny and evil. That's how our greatest hero became our greatest threat.
How do these big muscly guys even wipe their butt with arms like that?
Bruce, consider widening your circle of trust. Nobody wins all by themselves. Not even you.
We need help, don't we?
Not his.
I'm not that guy anymore. Look, I get why you don't trust me. But you should trust the Guardians. This ring means something. They put me through hell to get it back.
Don't worry, Bats. With this crew on the job, what could go wrong?
What comes next, mere mortals cannot stop.
We both knew it'd come to this.
Fate will not spare you.
You'll wish you had.
Cool.
All day I've been reminded how I failed to be a hero.
Reverse
How many more
Flash.
innocent people
Awesome.
die before you accept that some lives need to be taken?
What?
The regime is making a comeback.
Not while I'm wearing this ring.
This is my fight, Bruce! You need me!
We both knew it would end this way.
Wow. Dark side. Well, I know I can at least say this much. It looks pretty fucking badass. Again, not surprising, being on the next generation console, everything should look a whole lot better. but just like the costuming and all that itself, like the cool armor and shit that they added on, I feel like this is really trying to be the selling point of this game. The first one, the selling point was you get to play as DC characters for like the first time. Then they did like the DC versus Mortal Kombat, and I think that was pretty good as well. I'm pretty sure I played both. I know I played the Mortal Kombat and DC one. My roommate at the time when that came out had bought it, and here's the problem though. When it comes to fighting games for like a casual gamer like myself, they don't really tend to hold my interest for very long. The fact of the matter is that most casual gamers, and I can't honestly speak for everyone, but I would think most people feel kind of the way that I do, is that once you've kind of tried all the characters and all the different moves, and maybe done that for a week or two, the game kind of loses its fun. You get over the fact that you're playing as these characters, and it's just a fighting game at that point. Now that is fantastic when it comes to people who are really good at it and are really big fans of fighting games, but for me personally, I get bored too quick. And now also, that being said, with YouTube now, like back in the day when you were playing Mortal Kombat and got a new one of those, like trying out all the moves in that was pretty much the best part, because you got to see something new each time. It's like, oh, look at that fatality, and look at that one. And now with YouTube, you can, like, they showed all the goddamn fatalities and brutalities and shit before the game even came out. They're like the best part of the entire game, one of the biggest draws, I would assume, for buying one of these games, and they just toss it all fucking out there. So at that point, I'm like, well, I don't even want to fucking play the damn thing now. And I could just go on YouTube and watch somebody do a Let's Play of the story portion of it, so that's not even a draw anymore. And so that is kind of how I feel about this game. I'm probably not going to pick it up. I'm just going to watch other people play through the story on YouTube, and that'll be that. Because honestly, the amount of time that it would take me to watch somebody else play it is the amount of time that I would probably put into the game. Obviously, I know there's like the different modes and there's the multiplayer, but that's never been a thing for me. I don't want to go online and play like niche games like that, like fighter games or like first-person shooter games. You go online, you can have fun for a little while, but everyone ends up being way fucking better than you, and they're like goddamn 10 years old because they got the time to sit there and get really good at one character or get really good at sniping or whatever. So when I sit down to play a game, I'm looking for an immersive experience, something single player, something that I can, maybe play for half an hour or more or less, depending on what kind of time that I have to do it. So yeah, I'm probably not going to pick this up, but these fucking trailers were badass. A lot of that was really just the cinematic openings for like the beginning of fights, but they blended it pretty well with whatever kind of storyline they've got going on here. I'm actually really interested, like I said, to actually seeing the story and finding out what's going on, so Let's Play is where I'm going to probably find that. Anyway, what did you think of the trailers? Are you getting the game? Are you a fan of the game? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, there will be links in the description for these videos, so you can go ahead and watch it for yourself. Full screen, full audio, and get the full experience. And as always, have yourself a fantastic evening.